Top 10 countries with the highest poverty rates in 2025. 10. Sierra Leone rounds out the list with a poverty rate of 53.2%, still reeling from the effects of a brutal civil war. Many citizens live without access to essential resources, and the scars of conflict linger, hindering progress and development. Families face daily struggles to secure food and clean water, and the path to recovery feels steep and daunting. 9. Despite its oil wealth, Equatorial Guinea suffers from a 54.4% poverty rate. The stark contrast between the country's riches and the reality of many citizens' lives highlights the severe wealth inequality and government mismanagement that plague the nation. Many families struggle to access necessities, including food, clean water, and healthcare, while the affluent elite continue to thrive. 8. The Central African Republic's 56.8% poverty rate reflects years of conflict and violence that have devastated its economy. Many lack access to education and clean water, leading to dire health consequences and limited opportunities. In this country, the struggle to survive is an everyday reality, as families face the constant threat of violence and displacement. 7. Burundi, with a poverty rate of 58.5%, remains mired in political instability and economic fragility. Many families lack access to essential services, such as education and healthcare, making it challenging to break free from poverty. 6. Madagascar's 63.9% poverty rate tells a story of environmental challenges and economic hardship. As crops fail, malnutrition becomes a heartbreaking reality for children. Many live on less than $2.15 daily, facing daily struggles just to survive. 5. In India, a country known for its rapid economic growth, 64.9% of the population still grapples with poverty. Much of the impoverished population resides in rural areas, where access to resources is often limited. The divide between the urban wealthy and rural poor is stark, with many families facing inadequate healthcare, education, and job opportunities. 4. Pakistan's 68.8% poverty rate reveals a nation facing multifaceted challenges. Economic instability, political unrest, and inadequate access to education and healthcare plague its population. The shadows of poverty cast long over families, with many struggling to provide even the necessities for their children. 3. In Nigeria, a nation rich in natural resources, the stark reality is that 70.7% of its people live in poverty. Widespread corruption and conflict, particularly in the northern regions, exacerbate millions' struggles. The urgent call for systemic change is louder than ever as citizens yearn for opportunities to lift themselves out of despair. 2. Somalia's poverty rate of 76.8% paints a grim picture of a country long ravaged by conflict, drought, and famine. The relentless instability has destroyed livelihoods, leaving families homeless and in dire need of shelter. Mothers walk for miles to find water, often returning with little more than a few jerry cans, and children suffer from malnutrition as food becomes increasingly scarce. 1. With 82.3% of its population living in extreme poverty, South Sudan stands at the tragic forefront of this global crisis. The nation has been plagued by years of civil war and political turmoil, which have left its economy in shambles. The impact of climate change on Sudan is profound, making it increasingly difficult for families to rely on agriculture. Families struggle daily to find food, and many children go to bed hungry.